Hi everyone, Ty Stops here, today with a beginner's tip. Today, the tip really involves buying discs. So when I was new to disc golf, just really the number of discs completely overwhelmed me, and I had no idea what discs I needed to buy that I liked, that would fit my game, or anything like that. So really, I wanted to find out, well, what discs are good. I decided to start by talking to a bunch of friends who had been playing disc golf for a while, and really, they gave me pretty much the same advice, which is just try throwing a bunch of different discs and seeing which one fits your game and that you like the most. And that right there is fantastic advice. However, it can be a little bit pricey. With a lot of discs and premium plastics going for around $20, that adds up pretty quick. So the tip here is misprints, or as some companies call them, factory seconds. What is a misprint, you might be asking? Well, a misprint is an otherwise good disc that is PDGA legal, but it has some sort of cosmetic flaw, and ultimately it did not meet the quality control that the company had. Now, I do know that a lot of manufacturers will sell misprints. I personally like the Trilogy, so I tend to buy theirs, but I do know that both Discraft and Innova sell them as well. And so with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at a few of the discs that I have, which are misprints. Starting off, I have an Escape, and I have a Felon. These two are pretty clear what's going on. They have two different stamps on them, so it's pretty obvious why they didn't meet quality control. Then we have other ones like this Evader here. Let me get that a little bit closer. You might notice that the number, or the word glide and the number 4 are kind of flaking a little bit, and it was like that when I got the disc. So, okay, that one makes sense. It didn't meet quality control. Now, this one on the other hand, this Judge, I am still confused of why that one was labeled a misprint, but it was. So let's take a look at the pros and the cons of buying misprints. Starting off, the pros. I already talked a little bit about the price. So really, what is that price difference? Now, I'm not going to speak to other manufacturers. I will speak to Dynamic Disc because, again, those are the ones I purchased, so I'm very familiar with those. I have here two different Escapes. They're the same color, almost the same weight. Really, they're essentially identical other than the stamp and the fact that this one has seen a lot of use. We'll start off with the, quote, normal disc. So this one I bought at $18.99, or we'll just round up and say $19, versus the misprint. The misprint I purchased at $11. So right there, I was able to get a 42% discount. And I mean, really, that is fantastic. I could get two misprints or try two different molds for almost the same price as I could just one non-misprint disc. Now, another thing that I personally find as a pro, some people might find it as a con, is I think they look kind of cool. So, this Felon, this is a very unique Felon here. I mean, first off, it is a pink sparkle. You might not be able to see those sparkles that well, but not too many other people out there are going to have this exact pink sparkle Felon with two stamps making a nice X on it. You're not really going to see that, so it is very unique. And now, what about the cons? The con, on the other hand, is disc availability, where a manufacturer, If it were up to them, they would never make a mistake. So it might not be common that the disc that you want is going to be available when you want it. They are very good to just try new molds, and if you keep looking at your disc of choice, if you keep looking at their website to see if it's available, you absolutely can do that. But just know that it might not be there when you want it. But again, ultimately, if you're getting into disc golf, I do recommend that you look at misprints, factory seconds, whatever that manufacturer calls them, because it will allow you to start building up your collection, finding out which discs that you like, and then ultimately become a better golfer. And with that, I hope that we can get better together, one throw at a time. If you like this video, please let me know down below and stay tuned for the next tip. Thank you.